Welcome to the Tell Me More Now channel. 10 useful tips to handle criticism. While criticism may be classified into many different categories, this video looks broadly at two types of criticism, namely constructive and destructive. Criticism provided with a supportive and helpful attitude is referred to as constructive criticism. Criticizing someone with the intention to hurt or degrade him is known as destructive criticism. While the term criticism is more commonly associated with negative feedback, not all criticism is malicious, especially when it reveals flaws and failures. This is due to the fact that certain forms of criticism are intended to assist. This is what is referred to as constructive criticism. Constructive criticism is meant to bring out mistakes while also pointing out where and how you can correct them. Instead of putting you down, constructive criticism should be considered as important input that may help you to improve. Even though it still stings a bit, constructive criticism is typically easier to absorb. Always keep in mind that you may utilize criticism to your advantage in any situation. Destructive criticism can stem from jealousy or envy, which makes them resentful of your achievements and successes. Insecurity is also the source of a lot of criticism. When someone is unhappy with themselves, they point out the defects and shortcomings of others. They make others feel bad in order to make themselves feel better. It is human nature for all of us to make errors from time to time. We have several opportunities to learn and develop ourselves as we progress through life. As a result, no matter what form of criticism you receive, analyze it to see what you can learn from it. Criticisms can come from various sources, such as from customers, your boss, colleagues, family and friends. Here are some steps to take to handle criticism. Subscribe to be notified of new videos on self-help, health, and wellness. 1. Listen calmly to the criticism and understand clearly what is being pointed out. 2. Do not get offended or react angrily or negatively as soon as you hear it. 3. Ask for clarification and details if you have not understood the gist of the criticism. 4. Thank the person who made the criticism and assure him that you will look into it. 5. On your own time, you need to evaluate the criticism in terms of its validity and importance as to whether there is any truth in it and whether it needs to be addressed. 6. If you find the criticism to be constructive, as being a genuine intention to point out faults or errors on your side which you may have missed, action must be taken by you. 7. Decide how urgent the corrective action is and get about setting it right according to its level of urgency. 8. Examine the circumstances that brought about a situation which attracted a criticism and take necessary steps to ensure that such an error is not made in future. 9. If the criticism was valid and if the critic is a person with whom you have an official, business or personal relationship, it would be a good idea to report back to the person on what action you have decided to take. 10. But if on an evaluation, you find the criticism to be baseless or malicious, just ignore and forget about it, and most probably the critic will abandon the effort when he finds that it did not produce the anticipated negative effect on you. A normal tendency when we hear criticism would be to get offended and angry and react accordingly, which would not be the right response in such a situation. What we need to do is follow the steps outlined in this video to handle successfully any criticism that comes your way.